Clarke here in the red gloves against Jamie Faulding from Doncaster in South Yorkshire. Both 1-0, a Bellator debut for Faulding. And Clarke made his Bellator debut in September, beat George Courtney in a really tough fight. Rear naked choke in round 3, finished it. But he says he wants a quicker finish this time, and he said if that night didn't break him, then nothing will.
Exactly what Clarke wanted this fight to be, right on the feet, right off the bat. Got to make sure he starts trying to pass, get around those legs so that guillotine doesn't get in there. Nice job of getting the sweep by Faulding.
Yeah, it's a really thoughtful start, this, from both of them. Two very intelligent fighters, good technicians.
Clarke doing what we call the lockdown on that left side there. That's a Eddie Bravo type technique where you kind of lock them down so they can't really move inside the half guard. He's trying to utilize that to stretch him out so he can maybe dig in his underhooks. Wasn't able to get there successfully.
Clarke trying to fight from the bottom here. Very proudly fighting, he says, for the people of Drogheda, County Louth in Ireland. And they come here in great voice to support him.
Don't force anything. You're not doing anything, referee's going to stand them up.
Hear the advice there, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's a good corner right there.
Full guard if you want.
The position of Faulding right there. See how he has his knee across the hip there? That's going to make it easy. Now he's kicking that top leg to try to get that other foot through. He's able to kind of guide it back over to three-quarter mount. So he's still stuck in that three-quarter mount half guard kind of type position.
Faulding had to work so hard, didn't he, to even get that shot away.
Yeah, but what's keeping Clarke on the bottom there is that far side underhook. So see how the right side of him is, he's got the underhook on Clarke. That's what's keeping Clarke on the ground. Beautiful transition of the armbar here. He's got to get that left knee up. He doesn't need to throw the left leg over. He just got to get the left knee up and start squeezing and pinching his knees together.
Faulding won his only other pro fight by an arm bar in round 1.
Oh, he's got it free. He's got it free. Clarke doing a good job. See how he pushed the leg down now? He's got that leg trapped, so it's harder for him to get that arm bar.
Finish that he looks for, though, isn't it, Faulding? Obviously, the crowd like that, though, from Clarke.
Nice reversal, though, by Clarke. Nicely done. He's got to get heavy on the hip. See how he laid flat there for a split second? He's getting heavy on the hip to kill that hook guard.
Don't pass. Don't pass. All right, 2 minutes to work.
So see, now the roles are reversed. You have Clarke on top, but that far side, that left arm, is that far side underhook. So that's what's keeping Faulding down on the ground. You can see the physical strength of Faulding, though, is his legs seem to be very strong. He likes to hit that hook sweep, try to hit that elevate sweep.
Yeah, it's a real battle of wills and a battle of strength here in round 1 between Ciaran Clarke and Jamie Faulding.
That was nicely done by Clarke as well. Faulding had the butterfly guard, and then Clarke switched his hip a little bit. See how he's smashing that hip down. He's got the far side underhook still, able to land some clean shots. Clarke doing a great job on top of controlling that far side underhook. Nice little elbow there.
Well, the question always is, who's it taking more out of? They're both working so hard here to get any kind of position. Faulding said beforehand he thought this was 50-50s, and he's trained harder than he ever has, feels fitter than he's ever been, might just need to be.
They all say that. we all say that.
Hey, if I'm going to sell this with newspaper headlines, you better not undermine them at every turn.
What people don't understand at home when you guys are watching this, you guys got to remember, it's a chess match. Every time someone puts their foot one place or puts their hand one place, the other guy has a way to counter it and try to counter it. Nicely done. See how he postured up. See how he rolled through when he threw the right hand that last time.
Heading for the final 10 seconds of this opening round, as Josh says, a real chess match. Give that impression in close rounds that you're the one who won it. Good short right hand there from Faulding.
Faulding had a nice body kick there. I've never been a fan of someone jumping to something when you haven't had a secure position yet. He tried to jump armbar and was able to get to it and ended up flat on his back. Now he's stuck on bottom.
So Clarke with the first chance in round 2 to make his statement here.
Clarke's kind of figured out how he's trying to hit that hook sweep, so he's waiting for him to react so he can react and try to smash the hips back down. Clarke doing a good job of controlling that top position. He's got to stay a little busier like we saw Blanita last fight. Busy in that third round with the strikings, not just being content with being on top.
One thing I really liked about the way Ciaran Clarke talks about this sport, he's asked what motivates him when he gets into the cage, and he said the thought that there's someone else in there trying to take my dreams away. What Faulding's trying to do now.
Faulding with a nice sweep, up on the top position. The difference between the two, when one gets on top, Faulding was doing more work just right here, like I was saying, in the first round when he was on top. Now he just got reversed again, though, by Clarke.
This has been grueling for both of them to this point. It's exactly what they expected and what we expected, I think. Also feels that when it's this hard to pick them apart, every little moment you can have in the course of every round matters. It might be the difference.
So what I call is Clarke right now, he's on top. But you see how his right leg has Faulding's left leg stapled down to the ground. So his shin and his foot have it trapped there. He's able to get it free now. But that right there keeps your opponent locked down from that bottom position. He's trying to do it again. Here he goes. He's got that top leg crossed over the bottom leg, so he's stuck in that position so he can land some clean ground and pound like you're seeing right here. He's got to get busier with it. He's just not throwing it. He thinks every shot's got to be a hard, solid shot. It doesn't. You just got to be busy. Light, sometimes hard. Light, sometimes hard. And when a clean one lands, you see them get hurt a little bit, then you go for more.
And even if you're not doing damage, the cumulative effect of landing them wins you the round, doesn't it? You're working from a strong position thing again.
Yeah, but I went through the same phase when I was a young fighter as well. I was always looking for the perfect shot, and it never came, you know? And then I learned as I grew as an athlete, as a fighter, I realized that if you continue to touch them and touch them and touch them, the clean shot opens itself up. Nice shot there, so he's got to pull it away and do it again.
That's it! That's it!
Faulding back to his feet.
Get him off! Get him off! You can pull to the back.
He's digging that underhook. Now he's going to try to elevate it up high enough so that Clarke can't lock his hands. Switched over to the single, sat him back to his butt.
Faulding again was looking for that arm momentarily.
Come on, son. Use the cage again. Let's start climbing.
And here,
Let's start climbing, Jamie.
Paul Murphy
Jamie, we're nearly
in that
there.
Faulding corner saying use the cage to help you get yourself to your feet.
Jamie, let's get up. Let's use the cage. Finish on top of me, son. Your leg's in good position. Let's bring him over.
Clarke just smothering everything that Faulding's been trying to do here. Damage on the face of Faulding now as well.
Jamie, we're almost there.
Yeah, somebody's cut. It maybe looks like it might be coming from Clarke or it's from Faulding's nose. Can't tell yet. Yeah, it looks like it's from Faulding's nose.
I think it was an elbow, Josh. Caught him there. Clarke starting to let those hands and elbows go, and there's the damage on the face of Faulding. Good round it's turned into for Clarke. He knows it as well. Third and final round. Much respect between Ciaran Clarke in the red gloves and Jamie Faulding in the blue, and Clarke went for the takedown straight away.
The conditioning is a factor. You can see right off the bat, when you're on bottom, you're carrying somebody else's weight as well as your own and trying to elevate. You're trying to fight and get them off of you. And the more you fight, the harder it is. It's like quicksand. It just gets harder and harder as the fight goes on.
Described himself, Ciaran Clarke, as someone who can put pace on an opponent, and that's what he's done here. Put him under constant pressure.
Yeah,
he's got some engine as well.
He's got to scoot it. He's got to sit up, like post his hands on the mat, scoot his back flat to the cage, and start trying to get his feet up underneath him so he can get back to his feet. Now, granted, it's always easier said than done.
Welcome to the world of sports announcing, Josh, in which everything is easier said than done.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
See Clarke trying to work his way all the way over to maybe potentially get that side choke. Wasn't able to get there. You hear Faulding's corner telling him, we can't hold. There's no reason to be holding right now. He needs to start trying to create space. Just holding him here. The ref is, I can tell you now, I know this ref, he will not stand them up for a situation like this where Clarke is doing work on top.
Faulding is looking tired. As you already pointed out at the start of this round, that's no great surprise. He's had to work so hard to even stay in it. He just hasn't been able to get himself often enough into a position where he can do damage. There's still time, but it feels like it's ebbing away from him.
I'd like to see Clarke get a little busier because I know he could potentially get Faulding out of here if he's able to actually posture up and land some clean strikes. There they are right there. Nice little chopping shots. Faulding trying to get back to his guard. This is where Clarke needs to continue to do work.
Right, hip pressure.
Raise the shoulder up a little bit, maybe give him some shoulders to the face.
Telling him in his corner, Faulding, that he's got to get out of this position now.
Yeah, it's pointless to hold.
Never, really.
It's pointless to hold from the bottom position. It's also pointless to really try to land clean strikes from the bottom as well. They don't have the same effect as if when you're standing over someone and using all your weight to land those strikes. Oh, he's kind of open
from
now.
Clarke. Even more damage to that nose.
That looks like a potential cut. I can't see from this angle, but
Faulding looking up at the big screen, and he probably won't like what he sees, I'm sure. I think it looks like a cut as well as the nose. I think you're right. Heading for the final minute here.
Jamie, we're nearly there. Let's go now. Gotta go for it, Jamie. Gotta go for it.
Been a ferocious display this from Ciaran Clarke, the man from Drogheda, who looks to be heading for the win here to make it 2-0 in his short MMA career so far. Man who might just be going places.
he's just fighting a smart, tough fight. Keeping his forehead underneath the chin of Faulding, making sure that nothing gets away, keeps the pressure on him, keeps his knees pinched together so it's hard for any sweeps to happen or come about.
look at pictures like this and you realise what a tough sport this can be. Faulding still looking at the position that he's in. Clarke grinding all the way to the end, and surely grinding his way to a win, a convincing one as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Mirgliotta and Judge Crosby both scored about 30-26, and Judge Roberts scores about 29-27, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Ciaran Clarke.
So win for Ciaran Clarke by unanimous decision. He goes to 2-0.